Hi guys, good morning. Welcome back to Laurasboxx YouTube channel. If it's your first time of visiting this page or this channel, kindly subscribe. There's a subscribe button there for you to use. Please subscribe, watch this video, watch previous videos, and also drop your comments. You're free to drop your comments. It's a free for all zone, air your views and all. So what are we talking about today? Nomination show, of course, Monday recap, my second day this week. Okay, Monday recap. Where do we start from? Of course, as usual, exercise. They woke up yesterday and had their normal routine exercises. And this time around, Big Brother cautioned some people last week for coming late, so they were all there in time. They woke up and they ran straight to the arena room for their exercise. Then afterwards, food time. But I realized that during food now, like breakfast, they no longer do that general breakfast. I think when they just came into the house and then they were forming solidarity, reunion. Everybody, one person will just come and cook for 20 people, and I'm like, are you for real? But right now, you see, Alex will just probably make food for herself and her husband, and anybody that decides to beg, maybe Ifo and Bam Bam or Rico. Okay, Rico will make for himself, Bam Bam, Teddy. Somehow, I think in this house now, everybody's beginning to take a side. If you watch, there's this, in the words of Bito, there's a dichotomy, a clear divide between, I'm sure you've heard that word before. So there's this thing now, you see Rico, Bam Bam, and Teddy tend to sit down a lot together. They love triangle people. Initially, you'd see Miracle and Toby, but the way Toby has abandoned Miracle since he got back with Sissy, in fact, it's a betray. Trust me, like you not even see Miracle side at all. Since Sunday, he's just been gumming Sissy. I don't know. Sometimes when you nominate someone and they stay, you begin to think, okay, I'm sure the viewers are not happy that I put her up. So I think he's having that mindset because he's so with Sissy. This was someone who has been saying, I'm tired of her, I'm not doing this again, all through Sunday to yesterday. In fact, Sissy has a stronghold, they're back to being CB. Alright, so let me just go straight to the point. Okay, start with food. Then afterward, Bam Bam just dressed. Bam Bam was looking really hot yesterday. And I think it had to do with the advice Teddy gave her the previous day. Because on Sunday, Teddy, after Anika left, I know Bam Bam likes Anika. So Bam Bam was like, she's so surprised Anika. And everybody was like, see, as you've come to this house, you have to sell yourself. You have to wake up, dress up. Don't just look scattered, Dress up, do what you want to do. If you need to dress up 5 times a day, if you want to make up, because these girls in this house, remember last season now, when these girls go wake up, people like T-Boss, Bisola, they go wake up, wear clothes. Even Debbie Rise. Do you understand? Last season, T-Boss would wake up, dress up, Bisola would wake up, do her makeup and everything. Or Karen. Karen was in Big Brother Africa. I don't even think I saw Karen repeat one outfit. She go, when you see the girls in this season, they just, I don't know, they go wake up, they don't go bath, then they bath, they don't go make up, they go just, some don't go even wear bra, they don't pack the breast. They're just doing anyhow. So yesterday she actually tried. She looked really hot, as if she knew she was going to win head of house. And afterwards, she was not telling Teddy to help her do her laundry. And Teddy was like, Bam Bam, for the first time in your life, do your laundry yourself in this house. She said, no, now, okay, for just this week, do my laundry for me. And I'm like, oh, really? So this girl has never washed her clothes in this house. Like, Teddy has said, for the first time in your life, Bam Bam, do your laundry. I'm tired. I don't want to wash. And, like I told you guys, he has Teddy by his balls. Forget that Teddy is trying to ask the macho man and the macho man. Whatever Bam Bam says, what goes. And she refused. She said, Teddy, you have to help me. Please now. A soft, manipulative, sultry voice. Please now. Teddy was like, I'm tired now. This girl, I'll change it for you. But I think finally I agreed that they would do it maybe today. Unfortunately for them, there's no water. So she didn't even bother that lunch. I don't know, it was just everywhere yesterday. Teddy, come and carry me. Now that one back and everything. So that one passed. Toby was just sleeping all through. Even the housemates were like, I wasn't to make Toby sleep. Not sleep for night. Why is he sleeping like this? Toby slept like for the better part of the morning. Then Lulu, Alex and Leo, they were just in the room discussing culture. You see Alex, Alex came into this house, and I'm very sure for most of us, we felt like she had the chance of winning, or probably the last girl standing. But this girl too, Mumu die. Everything is centered around Leo, even the Pepsi challenge. The reason Alex did not win the Pepsi challenge was because Alex would rather sit with Leo instead of Toby. Big brother, Leo. In fact, it's Leo I want. Yesterday, Mojo not telling Ifo that Ifo, I'm actually very happy that it is you and Leo that won the Pepsi challenge. I'm happy we did not win it. I'm happy people won it. And I'm like, how? Are you joking? Like, she can't. Like I told you guys yesterday, she's someone that you give her the money for this baby, and she'll give Alex 70% of the money. I know she was with Alex and Lulu. She was with Leo and Lulu. And they're talking about culture. And Lulu was not telling that, like, for instance, Alex, if when you get to Lagos now and Leo wants to carry you to go and meet his family, the Silva family in Saleko, you have to kneel down. She's like, I have to kneel down. Must I kneel down? Is it not eye service? Must I kneel down? If I don't know what will happen. And I'm like, at this one. This one that will come out of the house and Leo just giving her voicemail or I'm busy. Because trust me, I don't know. I don't just see the correlation. Nobody has been able to convince me that this thing, I think she likes Leo. But you cannot convince me that Leo is into Alex. Because for me, Leo got close to Alex the day D1 told Leo that Alex was a strong contender. When they became mentioned her name, people were screaming. The next thing, instead, color being her. That's for me. So yesterday she was just very excited. She was blushing as we just like, and Leo was like, if you go to my mother's house, if your mother tells you she wants to cook, make sure you follow her to the kitchen, or make sure you don't. She'll just blush like at this one. I'm sure in her mind that she probably feels in the next 1 or 2 years it's going to be Mrs. Da Silva. Anyway, there's nothing wrong in thinking or dreaming big anyway. So that one passed. And it was now time for head of house qualifying task. And they came out to do their qualifying task. Man, that task was horrible. Like, even at one point I was like, big brother, chop your L and change it. It was just, for like 1 hour they were there, they were not making one headway. Finally, Toby qualified and Leo qualified after hours. In fact, someone like Miracle is very athletic and physical. Miracle just gave up. Like, he wasn't even bothered. I don't even think he wanted to be head of house. He just gave up. It was time for the ladies. The ladies even were faster. Bam Bam qualified. And who else qualified with Bam Bam? Alex qualified. And they went back inside the house. Ifo and Teddy talked about music. And those ones are very passionate about their crafts. Teddy was like, I think he was asking Teddy, what do you think I should do? What kind of music do you think I should do? So he was just busy telling Ifo what I think you should do this, do that. Don't try to sing. You're very energetic. So whenever you're singing, make sure you had a bit of energy to your thing, to your craft. Rico came and Rico and Teddy talking about girls with big bum bum. Bam Bam was there. She was acting like she was sleeping, but 1 year she was listening. At the point when he wanted to say some deep things and Teddy doesn't want to talk, he would use his hand to explain to Rico. That boy don't fear Bam Bam well. I don't know. Like, most of you say it's fake. If this is fake love, man, this fake love is actually very sweet, if you ask me. So that one passed. And it was now time for their to make lunch. Bam Bam, Toby and Miracle made lunch. Bam made porridge. Miracle and Toby made made the meat. See, I'm going into all these small stories because nothing really happened till the end. If I just try to go straight to the significant ones, we probably just use 10 minutes today. And they made lunch. Lunch was nice. So everybody was like, thank you. This is nice, this is sweet. And as they were just eating, downloading one nice full bowl of porridge jam, Ibarra called them for the head of house qualifying task. And it was time for the head of house challenge. And they went into the arena. The 4 of them came. You have to put a petroleum jelly on your nose. Use your nose to pick up something like a cotton bud. And, in 3 minutes sharp. And so they started, everybody went. And at the end of the head of house challenge, after counting, Bam Bam had 20 points. Alex had 15 points. What's his name? Leo had 15 points and Toby had 13 points. And automatically Bam Bam became the head of house. Initially, I wanted Miracle to be head of house. Sometimes I just wanted to see his own save and replace. Do you understand? I just wanted to see, if Tenna is up and maybe Tolex, who would Miracle save? I wanted to see, once in a while you need to check this thing. So, but Bam Bam became head of house, which wasn't bad. Because, it now occurred to me that if she wasn't head of house, she would have been in a very delicate situation. Because right now they're the targets of the whole house. Trust me, Bamko, I don't know where, and I think it's coming from Bam Bam. I think she's not liked. I don't know what she's done. I know she can be very sultry and soft, but I can't exactly place what she's done because they do not like her. You know, she won the side of house and they were all quiet. You know, when they were even in the head of house, you know, other people just like, go Toby, go Leo, go Alex. Go, nobody was in Bam Bam apart from, you know, of course, Teddy just smiling and all. And maybe Rico just smiling. Nobody, even when she won, if we just walked across her, just shook Alex and was like, congrats Alex. I know be Alex, you know. So even she knew, the eyes were glaring down. Nobody, we're not happy that you won head of house. You know, Big Brother said she has to share a luxury room with her strategic partner, which is Rico. And of course, she came out, okay, blah, blah, blah. She went to her room. Rico was so happy. I've never seen Rico that happy. Rico was so happy, carried her straight to the luxury room. Rico was so excited. And the next thing, she was not looking, she was not like, baby, won't you come upstairs? Come upstairs now. Come upstairs and stay with me. And Teddy was like, no, don't worry, I can't come upstairs. When you want to see me or when you think we should stay together, come downstairs. I'll be waiting for you, yeah. You know you're not supposed to share the luxury room. And secondly, I don't even want to leave this bed downstairs. In the next 1 week now, you come down, so I won't stay. When you want to see me, come down. She now said, but you can't come now, baby, come now. He said, don't worry now, my queen. When it's time to wrap up, well, feel free and come downstairs. You know, that one passed. And what was next? Bam Bam and Rico now went outside to strategize. Now, how did the discussion start? The discussion starts. Rico was telling Bam Bam that Tolex saved them last week, so they need to save Tolex. And Bam Bam was like, nope, save Tolex, how? And Rico said, we need to save Tob, we need to return the favor. And Bam Bam was like, return the favor over Tenor, that's Teddy and Nina. Rico said, yes, Teddy is a strong guy, we need to survive eviction. And Tolex said, well, as far as she's concerned, I said Tolex, Bam Bam said, as far as she's concerned, she actually feels like Toby saved them, not even because of her, but because he didn't have a choice, and that was why Toby saved them. That, come to think about it, they were nominated last week. Who do you think nominated us? That was what Bam Bam was saying. Bam Bam said, I'm very sure Toby nominated us inside the diary room and said, let's come and save us outside to reduce his guilt, which was, she was spot on, and that's the truth. I was even surprised she was using her head, but you know, Rico was like, we need to make this swap. And in my mind, I'm like, who are the we? You are who? She's the head of house. I don't even know when Big Brother said they should even talk together. And Rico was like, I think we should save Tolex. Of course, we all know that Rico wants Teddy out of the way so he can get his Bam Bam. The boy is actually very confused. And, you know, Bam Bam was, she didn't want to make it too glaring. She wanted to save Teddy. But she was now making excuses and permutations. She was now like, so if we nominate me to, and nominate Tolex or nominate Lifu, you know, they were making different permutations and all. And then Rico was like, I don't think we should nominate Tolex. Yeah, it's true that they might have nominated us. Now, afterwards, next in Bam Bam, I don't even, that girl, she just started itemizing everything they've done to her in that house. She now told, I don't even think Mito likes me. I don't think they like us. Like, Miracle has been on my case since I came into this house. Even this morning, I was trying to wash the toilet, and I washed the toilet, and he came and he peed on the toilet seat. And I was calling him, Miracle, come and wash it, come and clean where you peed. And he didn't answer me. Rico too said yes. Miracle has been on his case since that this or that one. Bam Bam was like, I'm even sure Mito nominated us last week because the way they were looking at me, and I even went to ask Anto. I said, Anto, I know you put me on the chopping board last week. And Anto just smiled. And she actually likes Anto a lot, but she knows Miracle doesn't like her. Even Toby gets on her nerves sometimes. This one, that one. Rico too came, even Miracle. And this people stay item. And meanwhile, in this house, people offend you and you don't even blink. They don't even act like anything. But you need to see the pile up, the way they have piled people's they're just saying it, you know. And for Bam Bam said, well, Mito has strong characters. Even the Pepsi challenge, it's looking like a do or die affair. So she's going to put them up, and she'll put Tolex up, or she would save Tenor for Tolex or Lifu, just a game thing. For Lifu, she said, well, she doesn't have a problem with Leo, but it's obvious Ifu doesn't like them. You know the hard thing when they stole her, when they seized the heart for the Pepsi challenge, how Ifu is unforgiving, how Ifu is rude. She even said when she came out, when she won the head of house task, she saw the look Ifu gave to her. These guys had dissected everybody. And at one point, she was not like, what if Tenor isn't up? Do you think we should put them up so that they can be up and we can save them? But Rico was like, no. If you're left to Rico didn't want to save Teddy and Nina. I don't know what it was, you know, and that one passed. While they were busy dissecting, it was now time for the nomination show. You know, and the nomination show started, and this is how they nominated. Hold on. Mito represented by, and what's her name? What's that girl's name? Anto. Nominated Lifu and Tolex. Lifu and Tolex. Initially, before then, they were talking about who they would nominate. So Miracle was like, Anto was like, we will not nominate Silo because of Lulu. And Miracle was like, then I cannot nominate Tena because of Nina. Then the next thing, Anto said Tolex. And Miracle said, no, Toby is my guy. No, we cannot nominate Tolex. And Anto was like, see, we have to make a choice. So let's toss a coin. I think they tossed a coin and, they came to Toby. I don't know how they got to that one. So they nominated Lifo and Tolex. Silo nominated, okay, so reasons for nominating Lifo and Tolex was simply strategic for them, strategic and all. Then for Silo nominated, see that Sisi and Lulu nominated Tolex and Mito. Like, that was a shocker. Like, Sisi just came and nominated Tolex, and she was like, that's because Alex, according to Sisi, that Alex hasn't been up, so she's just being comfortable, so she should see what it looks like to be up for nomination. And for Mito, strong contenders actually. Then Tena, which is Teddy A and Nina, nominated Silo and Tolex. Teddy said for Sisi is actually very grumpy. She likes complaining. She likes big fights with everyone in the house. He nominated Tolex. Said for Tolex, they are strong contenders. That he thinks it's time to start nominating the strong contenders. That Toby is actually very ambitious. That is also ambitious, but it's subtle about it. But Toby is really head-on ambitious. For Bamko nominated Mito, strong contenders, and Lifu. Lifu because of Ifu. Ifu is not forgiving. She likes to carry matter on her chest. For Tolex nominated Tena. Mito because he said for Mito, strong contenders, and for Tena, he said left to him, he didn't want to nominate Tena because he knows that Bam Bam will save Tena, but it was left to no choice. He doesn't want to nominate Silo, and he cannot nominate Lifu because of Alex, so they had to choose Tena and Mito. Then for Lifu nominated Mito and Tena. For Mito, strong contenders. They took the Pepsi challenge too seriously. It was a do or die affair. No emotions involved. And for Tena, Alex Leo said that they've been too comfortable in the last 2 weeks. They've not been nominated. So that was how nomination went. So it's now time for Big Brother to announce. So Big Brother announced and said, those up for nominations were Lifo, I'm trying to see the way he called it, Lifo, Mito, Tolex, and Tena. And the only person left was Silo. And he told Bam Bam to go to the glass room to discuss with her partner for 45 minutes. And when they got there, Rico was like, Bam Bam, let's save Tolex. And Bam Bam was like, Tolex, no. I think she didn't want to make it so obvious. She now said, no, we're not going to save Tolex. That I don't think Nina is a strong contender and housemate. So what if Tena decides to leave? But for Toby and Alex, I think they are very strong. So, and Rico was like, they saved us last week. And people just shouted, head of house. And Bam Bam just came outside. She didn't even think about it. And said, looked sad actually. She was looking sad. And said, I'm going to save Tena and I'm going to replace with Silo. Of course, that was a no-brainer. You cannot see. And people were complaining, saying, Bam Bam chose dick over common sense. What were you expecting her to choose? This is a guy she's bonded with in the house. Even the housemates, they were all angry. She chose her house boyfriend. They're not in any relationship. Anything you want to call them. House boyfriend, though. But that's our guy. Like, there was nothing she would have done. Not like some people that don't have loyalty. Like Toby that had to go and save his bros over his girlfriend, But for Bam Bam, to be honest, if she had done something else yesterday, I don't know. I honestly did not see her doing any other thing. I'm not even sure Teddy would have taken it seriously if Bam Bam did not save him. Initially, she was now telling him, before the nomination, she was telling Rico, Rico said, I feel like both of us are the only threats in this house. They want us out of this house. Bam Bam said, yes, I believe you. And also Teddy A. But unfortunately for them, Teddy A does not care. That Teddy A just came to this show for awareness and for popularity. That even seeing Teddy the way is, Teddy is ready to leave this house tomorrow. If you nominate Teddy and a victim tomorrow, he's ready to leave. To him, he has achieved a lot. That's exactly how I see him too. Not trying to make excuses for him, but he even said it last night. So that one passed, and of course, gloomy faces. Toby didn't handle it well. And I was surprised. For somebody who has been swapping people, you didn't handle it well. It was just forming. He was talking with Sissy. Was with Sissy. Everybody was like, that one they're calling Bam Bam. Why is she even angry? What's making her sad? She was forming sadness. Sissy was not like, she will be sad now because she only had one option. Why she from this sadness? She knew what she could have done. And Sissy was like, excuse me, do you think she shouldn't have saved her boyfriend? Toby said, who is her boyfriend? Which boyfriend? Is that one in a relationship? And I'm like, why are they so upset? When Toby is with Sissy, nobody says that's not a relationship. So why are you angry? And Sissy was like, okay, anything you choose to call it to house boyfriend, but that's her boyfriend. There was nothing you would have expected her to do. And Sissy was like, Toby, calm down. I've never seen you this worried before. And I'm not worried though. I'm not worried, but you could see he was angry. Like, it was not. I think he was expecting Bam Bam to save Tolex because they saved her last week. And I'm thinking, you know, week 1, Toby swapped Bam Teddy. I think he has forgotten. Week 1, Toby released a secret to Big Brother, and you know that thing actually got to her. She was actually very upset about it. So I'm just wondering where the anger and the grievances came out from. And you know, Toby was just misbehaving. He was not, you could see he was not happy and everything, and that even led to the fight he had with Ifo. So afterwards, immediately after that, we were making what's the name? It was now time for diary session actually. You know, Big Brother asked them, what do you think about your nomination? I didn't watch all, but I watched some. For Teddy said nominated Silo because Sissy is always grumpy like an old woman. Like, she's always upset. That she's trying to learn, but at the same time she's always upset. She's always grumpy. She likes to look for fights, and he actually feels that negative energy is enough, you know. And for Toby's ambitious. That was all. He was grateful to Big Brother for playing his song. He even got emotional that on a normal day outside the house, he would struggle for his songs to be played. But 2 of the biggest DJ came into the house and played his song, so he wouldn't take it for granted. Thank you for this platform, Big Brother, blah, 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 blah. Nina, then the Big Brother asked, who would you want to stay in the house? He said Lifo. That Ifo is actually a very nice girl. She's very energetic. She's fun to be with. And Leo is very calm, so he would really want Lifo to be saved. Who else did they ask? Sissy. Sissy said, well, Bam Bam saved her house boyfriend, and she would have done the same if she was in Bam Bam's shoes. Do you understand? And who would you want to be saved in the house? She said Tolex. Alex said, yeah, that she wouldn't have actually done the same if she was in Bam Bam's shoes. But then again, she felt Bam Bam had reasons because 1, Alex wanted to make her hair, and 2, Toby had offended Bam Bam in the past, so she wasn't expecting Bam Bam to really save them. You know, Lulu said he would like Mito to be saved. I think we got a bit of some Bito, you know, this Bito tendency, you know. When Bito was in the house, he would plan with Princess to nominate a certain housemate. Then he gets to the diary room and nominates other people. I think a bit of that happened this day, even though we don't know, we're not too sure. But for Nina said she nominated Lifo. Meanwhile, Teddy nominated Silo. Do you understand? Lulu doesn't want Mito to go. Meanwhile, Sissy nominated Mito. So I think most people came into the diary room and changed the nominations. I don't know. I can't say for sure. I don't know. I wasn't aware of their strategic session, so I'm not exactly sure. But from the way the conversation went, it looked like some people vetoed their way out of the nomination list. So that was how that one went, you know, and everything. And Big Brother, Teddy told Big Brother that, see, for him and Bam Bam, they've built their friendship on integrity and loyalty. So, you know, as much as she's allowed to do anything she wanted to do, he knew Bam Bam was going to save her, and he's grateful for that. So afterwards, we were making dinner. Yesterday's task, I didn't watch it, but I was told though that the task for this week is environment, all about the environment, or saving the environment. And I make Big Brother come out water. I don't understand. The day house, water not day. They go shit, water not day to flush toilet. They go water not day to flush toilets. They won't cook, water not day. They won't wash plates, water not day. It's actually very disgusting if you ask me. I don't know, I'm going to be in a house where I go use toilet with 14 people, no water to wash hands, nothing at all. So it was just, I don't know, it was actually irritating because all of a sudden Ifo and Toby started fighting. They're talking about washing plates, and I think Toby brought out a suggestion about washing plate, and Ifo was like, since you brought out the suggestion about washing plate, I think you should start with washing the plate. And Toby was like, don't be silly. And Ifo was like, excuse me, how dare you tell me don't be silly? Toby was like, I bet shut up, Joe. Trust if you know if he's it out. That one, better than worry, Bini girl. He was like, are you stupid? Are you mad? That's why for you, the craze, God punish you. God punish you. Toby, no ever use me, collect power. No ever, you the craze. They don't want you. They don't want you. They craze. You look me finish. Now me, you won't follow to work. God punish you. No ever try them again. See this idiot. What the fuck? Fuck you, man. And she went, you know, Ifo, na zombie. Zombie, now, she will not stop. she not they stop. She was just going. Even Toby even walked away. Sissy dragged Toby out. I was like, ignore, don't say anything. You know, as first lady, don't even say anything, just ignore. Drag Toby outside. And if you went on her own, just imagine this idiot. So they craze, if they vex because I win the Pepsi challenge thing. Can't tell me your problem now. You know me win and you not win. You they craze. You don't look. I bet run yourself. Oh, waiting do you? You they craze, stupid. Fuck you. Nina was like, if it's okay now. No, can you imagine? What the fuck is a stupid guy in the craze? Got punish him. Make him not call you. Got to slap him. This on that one. Alex was like, if it's okay, no, don't tell me that. I'll go punish him. Not be power, come my power. Not be your head, come my head. You did crazy. I'm like, ah, gosh, have mercy. Yeah, Toby was rude. Toby is actually very rude. If you don't know that, Toby is extremely rude. It's just that somehow he does it subtly. Maybe because it's fine. People like overlook it. Toby is rude, talks anyhow. Because yesterday, even before the fight he had with Ifo, in front of Alex, in front of Leo and other people, it was like in this house. You know, if someone like Nina goes, I will not be upset. If Mito leaves, I will not be happy that Miracle is gone. But Anto, I really don't care. For someone like Ifo, if Lifo should leave, I'll be angry that Leo left, but I'll not be angry that Lifo left. I don't like her, so she can go. It's even good she's leaving. Like, how do you talk like that in front of people? Like, you know, these are things that you keep to your mind. You keep inside. These are things you do not voice out, you know. So I don't even know, maybe somebody don't, if she really crazy for this thing. And while Sobe was outside with Sissy said, I've told you, it's just good way you ignored her. Like me this week, no drama. I've realized that there's no need to be getting upset. And Sobe was like, oh really? She said yes, so no drama again. I'm like, Sissy, we did not vote you for you not to give us drama. You better give us drama. And she was just talking, we're just talking outside. After a while, Toby came inside. I was like, if we don't need to fight, I'm sorry. We'll still fight again. I'll probably still insult you, but I'll try to apologize and all. And they squashed that, you know. And every other person, they were outside. I mean, I slept early yesterday. They were outside talking about the money, talking about former housemates, you know, like, you know, at this point in time, just talking about different things. I think for Teddy was like, for him, in this house, he just wants the popularity, the platform because of his career, so that when he goes outside, it would be known and, you know, it would make more pay and probably even make this for 5 million in 1 week or two. Toby said, yes, that's true. That only one person is going to win the money. You know, Big Brother asked them during their diary session that, who do you think, who do you miss among all the housemates that left? And almost everybody said D1. They all mentioned D1. I actually miss D1 too, even though it's actually very flippant. I miss D1. So they mentioned D1. Teddy said he misses D1 and Angel the most. Toby said he misses D1 and who? And all. Some said Alex said she misses Vandora. Leo misses Chloe and D1. Alex misses Vandora and D1. And Ifu misses Princess. You know, and that was just how the nomination show went. What do you guys think? Do you think Bam Bam should have saved Tenna? Of course, she had no choice than to put up Silo. Those were the only available options. Do you think she should have saved Tolex? What do you think? Who do you think is leaving this week? I know Big Brother is going to make serious money. Somehow the big boys of the game are up, you know. Who do you think is leaving? I think only one pair is leaving. Then they're going to be unpaired. According to Ibuka, they will be unpaired by the end of this week. So by the end of this week, they are all playing their game solo. Just one. I can't wait for that. They got body down so much. The strategic partnership is now too much. I can't wait for them to play their game solo. What do you guys think about the show? Who is pulling their weight? What do you think? Let me just know what your comments or what your thoughts or views are. So thank you for watching. If you've not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. All the videos are going to be posted on my Instagram page. It's called Laurasboxx. Most info, most day-to-day analysis I give on my Twitter page is also called Laurasboxx. So please follow my Twitter page and follow my Instagram page. Please do not forget to share my videos. Some of you shared my videos. I saw my video on Facebook yesterday. Portia, thank you so much. Thanks for everything. Don't forget to share my videos. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. You watch the videos on Instagram and you get every other info from my Twitter page. I stream live on Periscope every time there is an important thing, like Head of House Task, Arena Papers Games, the party, the nomination show and the eviction show. I stream on my Periscope and the link is always posted to my Twitter page. So thank you very much for watching. Thanks for your support. Thanks for your well wishes. Have a great Tuesday. Have a great week. Hopefully, if I'm up to it, I'll probably come for Friday. If I'm not up to it, I'll see you guys as soon as possible. So thank you. Bye.